I'm as nervous as a hit dog hollering. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm so nervous. Okay. I have PTSD, and I know y'all think y'all know what it stands for, but it actually means post-traumatic speaking disorder. That's when you be so nervous you can't speak or shut up. I like the way y'all live. I actually forgot my next joke. But I'll tell you right now, I'm speaking. So nervous. So I thought I could just come up here and just do this thing. So about an hour ago, I went to the Hampton VA and I asked them to give me a little pill or something. You know, they got the good stuff over there, right? Something for PTSD, because you know they got all the good drugs over there. Arthritis, high blood pressure, and PTSD, right? But they gave me a little blue pill. I think they gave me the wrong pill. Why y'all laughing? I'm serious. And the pill got me acting crazy, feeling crazy. That taste got me feeling Lulu. And that's why I was sitting there, because I was waiting for him to call Lulu. I actually think my name was Lulu. And then, because the PTSD was talking to me, right? It was saying, and it sounded like President Obama. He said, well, wait a minute. Don't get up right now, girl. I'm going to call your name. That's not your name. Well, my name is Shelly. And I was motivated to take this comedy workshop to help me with public speaking. I'm really a really bashful, shy person. So what had happened was, y'all not laughing? What had happened was, I found out that communication started with the caveman. The caveman was sitting on the log, naked, bored to death, playing with his stick. So he took the stick and hit it on the log. This kind of stick, y'all, okay? So there was a caveman in the distance, and he had a stick, and he was used to playing with the stick too, see? So he started, and then that was the beginning of Morse code, which is actually technically called call and response. And that's what comedy is, call and response. And what we do, our call is to send a joke out to y'all and y'all respond. So when I'm sending a joke out right now, and then I want y'all to respond. Y'all study for the test. I love it. So with that being said, I'm so nervous, really, y'all. So then what happened was, okay, communications has gone from analog to digital, from the caveman tapping on the log with his stick to digital. And we're still tapping. We're tapping on computers and phones. I got my phone right here, y'all. I'm cheating, right? Okay. So then what happened was, one day, my digital display went out on my range at the house, and I had to call a repairman. And he came up and he said, I said, well, what is your name? I was being real polite and stuff, you know, the man fixing my range. And I said, what is your name? And this little 14-year-old voice came out, this great big tall man. He said, my name is Eric from Romania. My eyes got big, right? And I said, Eric. So both of us chuckled. So I told him my first boyfriend, one of my little boyfriends when I was a teenager, his name was Eric, and I wanted him to come out. So what I would do is go by there, and his parents and everybody told me not to come again. So I said, my big older cousin, right? I said, cousin, go by there and get Eric to come out, right? So my cousin went around and he said, Eric, come on out. Shelly, won't you come out? And Eric didn't come out, so my cousin came back and Eric wasn't with him, right? So I said, well, how did you call him? So I said, Eric, come on out. I said, no, you gotta get the code. You gotta use the code, right? So then what happened was, my cousin went back, he used the code. He knocked on the window, he said, well, when that happened, 3 windows went up. The first window went up. The second window went up. The third window went up. It was Eric's father, mother, and grandmother. Yes, and you know, Eric, he's a 14-year-old, 15-year-old boy. He got a little high voice. And I thought the only reason why he was responding to me was because, you know, I spoke his language. Come to find out, Eric's dad had the same voice. My cousin said, cuz, let me tell you what happened when the window went up. He said, Eric's daddy came to the window and he said, good away, young man. That wasn't the funny part. He said, go away, young man. You tell your cousin that Eric not coming out. And see, I had an itch that needed to be scratched, right? The daddy said, tell her he won't be coming out to scratch no itch. And she need to go find someone else to scratch that itch. So, I invited Eric today. So Eric, if you're out there and you don't sound like a 14-year-old boy, meet me at the bar. I got an itch that still needs to be scratched.